Hello everybody and welcome back to Fate Extra. I almost said Summonite for a minute. And as you can see there, I did grind quite a bit here. You don't have to grind all in this day. You'll have time to grind later, but I decided to grind here because the enemies are easy enough, and I decided why not. They gave a decent amount of experience. But I'm sure I've said this already. It's been a while since I recorded the last episode, right? And ooh, do I have a bit of footage? I have a lot of footage actually, which is why I haven't actually played this game in a while. But as I've said many times before, you don't need to be my level to get through the game. Maybe as caster you should be near my level. But the target level there is the level you is the least I don't want to say it's necessarily what you're aiming for, but that's the bare minimum for passing the week. But hey, if you feel confident, then go for it. I'd say at least be level 30. Grind just a little bit. I say at least be level 30. At least be somewhat higher than the expected level. Or yeah. But yeah, Julius' servant actually does make himself invisible, and it isn't through any normal means. So he's gonna be a bit of a tough servant to fight unless we can get rid of that invisibility. And we're gonna try to find a way to do that right now. Anyway, the second cipher key has been generated at the second floor. So you should have gotten the cipher trigger, whatever it's called, in the last episode. Well, not in the last episode, but in the last day, yesterday. So if you haven't done that, you really are kind of screwed. Because the only day you'll have to go back and get it, you can't go back and get it on this day. Perhaps the next day or on the final day before the actual battle. I wonder how much longer this game is going to actually last in terms of being on my channel. Because I usually get through a week in the game, in a week in my schedule. So I tend to upload like what goes on through like a week in 1 week. Sometimes it takes 2, sometimes it takes a little bit more than that. But usually it takes around 4 or 5 episodes to get through a week. It would take more if I didn't edit out the random battles, but I edit them out because I can. It's easy to edit out the random battles here. There aren't too many like in Summonite where it becomes too tedious. It turns out I was correct in the first place. We are an NPC. We're an NPC that somehow became a master, broke through our programming. Yeah, he says exactly my thoughts. Like, I see, I expected as much. I guess not, but we did gain a consciousness and a soul, so to speak, considering we feel fear. But we're just data, though. I've been thinking about what would my wish be if I were to win like the Holy Grail War, and I mean I wouldn't really want to enter one in the first place because I have no real reason I don't have any real wish to die for. And if I was somehow, thrown into the war myself, I was thinking something along the lines like perhaps I would say like perhaps bring everybody to life, but everybody that appeared in the war back to life if I was somehow thrown into it. But I don't think that would be. I don't think the Holy Grail in this version anyway would be able to do that. It might be able to do that. Who knows? But then I get thinking, and it's like, but there's people like little Ronnie that came to this tournament, and is like, should I really wish everybody back to life? Is that the right thing to do? And when you think about it, everyone came here with their own intentions, and I don't think you can bring anybody back to life. I think there are consequences with that usually, and I don't think that the Holy Grail will actually be able to do that. Well, this version of the Holy Grail, anyway. Although that makes you think, like, what kind of wishes can it grant? Like, can it give us a body and let us go into the real world, or like what kind of wishes does it actually? What kind of wishes can it actually grant? What one person? You see, I don't really understand any of this. But and thinking back to the wish part, I want to know what I would wish for. I wouldn't enter the war in the first place, though, because I don't think I could actually kill another person. I don't think I can even hurt another person, really. Unless my life was on the line, like our main character here, I wouldn't be able to really do anything. Kind of interesting topic to think about. You could also wish that that there could no longer be another Holy Grail war as well. Like to stop this cycle of people just killing each other just for a wish. Interesting. But anyway, like I said, I don't know what I would wish for, providing that I win in the first place. But anyway, we come up with the idea to place traps for Julius and his servant to hopefully break through their invisibility. But anyway, Taiga has a request for us, so let's accept it. Yes, we found it, Taiga. Here you go. Yes. What else? What do you want, Taiga? Because how do you know? How do you know I don't sound enthusiastic, Taiga? Come on. Of course I'm enthusiastic. Oh, lobster. Alright, I'll do what I can. Well, anyway, we have a lot of skill points that we need to use, so we're heading to the chapel. Yes. Anyway, I do the same thing I used to do. Put two in magic, then put one in another stat. I really should be focusing a bit more on magic, but eh. By the way, after you reach 99 skill points, there's no other skills for you to get. So, yeah. And I'm really happy with how the quality of these PSP videos have turned out. I was worried they wouldn't look that great, but they appear just fine. You see, when I watch videos on YouTube especially, I don't watch it in a giant screen. I don't watch it full screen, I should say. I like it when it's on that small. I expand the window, like the video window, like there's a button to do that. And it makes the video a little bit bigger and puts black bars on the side. That's how I usually watch my videos. And when you watch my videos like that, especially the PSP ones, they look fine. They look great. It's when you watch it on full screen is when they tend to look a little bit blurry, pixelated, and that kind of stuff. And that's to be expected because think of the size of or the resolution of a PSP. I'm stretching that to 1280 by 720, and it's stretching it quite a bit. Now, the quality would look better if I lowered the compression, but the problem is my internet isn't that great enough for that to be viable for me. So if I ever do get better internet, that's when I would lower the compression and allow for, higher quality videos with lower file sizes. Well, maybe not better quality videos, but perhaps higher resolutions, because 720p is the highest resolution I will go because it's high definition technically, and it doesn't make videos the file size is too big. If I could, I would upload in 1080p in the best quality that I could, but it just isn't viable for me. Now into the arena we go. Now I believe each of the servants, Caster, Saber, and Archer, they have different abilities they can get depending on the amount of rare monsters you defeat. I know Caster, like I've said before, Caster's ability gets an upgrade. I think Saber and Archer have a similar ability, or skill I should say, that does get upgraded when you kill a certain amount of rare monsters, and it varies between them the amount you need to kill. I recommend you kill them anyway because they drop a decent amount of experience and can cut down on the grinding a little bit. So I would recommend you go after them anyway. I'll try to remember to mention where it appears here. It doesn't appear on this day, but I'll try to remember to mention where it does appear, because we do go into the area where it appears. Now, since we're putting traps here, we won't be able to explore the dungeon fully, but the enemies in the beginning part of the dungeon are older enemies, and we've already faced all of them. Now, because of how much I grinded the older enemies that we've already faced, I know their entire pattern, so the game will tell me what attacks they're gonna do, so I don't really need to worry about that. I was thinking of grinding like that again for here by battling the new enemies until I knew exactly what they could do every single time. But I think I stopped at around level 34 because I overgrinded quite a bit. Well, not overgrinded, I grinded quite a bit. And there really is no reason not to grind. it's kind of a mindless grinding sort of thing. So I would recommend you watch like a video or something. Whenever I record, I tend to watch a Brain Scratch Comms playlist, and it's nice to have some background noise when you're recording. Well, I like to have background noise when I record because it allows for longer recording sessions. Because I like to multitask, I suppose. So you see that gate over there? Rin put that up, and we won't be able to go through there until the next day. Anyway, it's not a terribly long video today. And it's around the length I usually upload videos, so I'm not really too worried about that. If I felt like that it ended on a decent note, I think. Like I said, I upload videos depending when how I judge a video's length is whether or not it has a good beginning, middle, and end. Sometimes it doesn't have that great of an end, but that's generally how I try to space out my videos. Why didn't I show my status there? Odd. I think I just pressed the wrong button there. But anyway. Oh yeah, if you're looking for somebody to watch, actually, I do recommend Brain Scratch Comms. I do enjoy their videos, and I pretty much watch them almost all the time now. They have a lot of playlists up, so I tend to watch their older playlists a lot. Well, older videos a lot, I should say, not playlists. I have a lot of playlists myself. Not all of them are finished, mind you. But I do have a lot of playlists. Yeah. So yeah, if you weren't able to grind that much in the last episode, I keep saying that, in the last floor of the arena, then this would be your time to grind. Anyway, the rare monster spawns here, I believe, right where that where this piece of formalware is. So if you haven't defeated the I don't know what I'm trying to say here. So that's where he'll appear. I was gonna say something about you should get this firmware before he appears in case you can't fight him or defeat him, because I think this firmware actually come in handy later. So not in this week, in another week. So I recommend you grab that. And I think this video is gonna end soon. Nope, we have 7 more minutes. Oops. Well, yeah, I thought this video was pretty short, like 21 minutes. It's 26 minutes. I thought it was shorter. I was confusing it for the Summonite length. The other video that's also going up today. And if I feel like it, I may upload an episode of Skyward Sword, because I actually it was footage recorded in April. It was an episode that was ready to go, but I just had never uploaded it for some reason. I don't know. So, that's something, I guess. They fill my empty cup with water. Can't say I've heard that sort of analogy. Is analogy the right word to use here? I'll just say analogy. If not, somebody will eventually correct me, or you guys know what I'm saying anyway. I don't remember if you can pick whatever choice you want here, but I recommend just pick the same one as mine just in case. I don't think it has an effect overall, but it might. I don't remember whether or not it does. Like I said, it's been a while since I last recorded these episodes. I believe it's been 2 weeks since I last recorded Fate Extra, actually. If not a week. I think it's a week. But anyway, let's go into the library. Let's see what we can find in here. I don't know why I'm talking like that, but anyway, if we go in here, we look into the hallways, I suppose. So I believe this game actually takes place sometime in the future, after a war or something like that. I forget where we learned this, but it's some event happened and the Harways were able to take control. So I don't recall what happened exactly, but I think we should go through the events in a video sometime. I mean, he says he will. Those are some nice promises, I suppose, but he doesn't tell us exactly how. Perhaps he doesn't know how. Or perhaps he'll just kill everybody. Who knows? What do you mean a taste of your utopia? So he did tell us his ideals, but I don't really like Leo that much, to be honest. Sure, his ideals are nice, but say a lot. Yeah, I know all about that, Red. Okay. I wonder if somebody else asks us what we are again. I wonder if we'll reply, I'm just an NPC. I wonder if that's how we'll reply. Probably not. Maybe we will. And I don't think that kind of conversation actually comes up again. Oh, we hug her. As to why we do so, even our character doesn't know. See? I guess we're saying this, but it always seems like that a character is actually thinking these things, and then other characters suddenly know what he's thinking. But I suppose he is saying these things. But I guess to put him in to put us in his shoes or her shoes, depending on which gender you picked, the developers did it that way so we could have more we could envision ourselves as the main character. That's why some books sometimes don't give a name to the protagonists. They do the exact same thing. And, well, this video is going to end soon. And I wanted to go a little bit more in depth to that, but I don't have the time. So, I'll see you guys again next time, whenever that is. Bye.